this video, I'll be walking you through the new process for accepting an invitation to a dRofus project. This new method allows users to manage their own accounts, including dRofus account information such as name, firm, and password. When you're added to a dRofus project by somebody on your team, you'll receive an email like this one telling you that you have been invited. This email will come from noreply@dRofus.com. Please note that if you're expecting an invitation from someone on your team, but you're not seeing it in your inbox, to check your other or spam folder as it's coming from this email address. To begin setting up your account, you'll click the Create Account button. This link will bring you to a page where you can begin your account setup. There are two options for authentication for your dRofus account. The first option listed here, Microsoft Entra ID, needs to be set up by your IT department. Most users will not use this method and will use email and password to set up their accounts. Because the Microsoft option requires IT setup, if this is something that you are interested in, please talk to your dRofus lead within your company and they will reach out to the customer success manager that they work with at dRofus for potentially getting this enabled. As mentioned, most users will use email and password, so please select that to proceed. You'll see here that the email address used to invite you appears, and then you can proceed to create your new password. You'll see here that there is a bar that shows you the strength of your password. Keep in mind that you do have to reach the strong category in order to proceed with creating your account, so make sure that it meets all of the requirements. Once you've met all of the requirements, you can continue to set up your profile. Once your password is set up, you can fill in your first name, last name, and role as needed. The role shown here is for our internal metrics and does not affect your permissions or rights within any specific project. It helps us understand who's using dRofus and for what purposes. You can also choose whether you would like to receive emails from dRofus, and once you've filled in all of that, you can click Create Account. This page shown here is your accounts page. This is something that you can come back to anytime that you want to make any sort of changes to your password, your primary language, or your user details. I recommend bookmarking this page because it also has your organizations and projects, which is a link to see all projects that you are involved in. Here, there are easy links to open it up in our web app or our desktop app, as well as you can leave the project if you are no longer involved. In the email with your account creation, you'll also find a link to our Getting Started page. This page is where you can download the app for your desktop or continue to the web version of dRofus. Also on this page is a link to our support. On this, you can find things such as our user guides, which is documentation about everything that you can do in dRofus, and also a link to our support portal where you can reach out if you encounter any issues. When you're ready to begin working on your dRofus project, be sure to download the Windows app from the Getting Started page. When you click download, it'll download an executable file to your desktop, which you can use to install the software. Should you have any issues while doing this, you can always send this firewall information to your IT department to get them to help you set it up. I also recommend that if you are a Revit user, to have Revit closed when you're downloading the software. This will allow the Revit plugin to install. Once you've installed the software, you'll see an icon for it on your desktop. To log in, just double-click on the icon and it'll open up the login interface. The first time that you open it, you may see an interface that looks more like this. Anytime that you see the 4 different fields for server, database, username, and password, you'll know that this is the older sign-in method. Please be sure to always use modern sign-in. So if this is what you're seeing, toggle the button up at the top until it turns blue and you only see the server field. From the drop-down, you can select the server for your region. When you're ready and have selected the correct server, just click Sign In, and it will open up a web page where you can proceed with logging in with your username and password that you created. Please be sure to type your username and password in rather than copying and pasting, because copying and pasting can add in some leading and trailing spaces and cause this to not work properly. Also keep in mind that your username will be your email address in all lowercase. If you ever forget your password, you can use the Forgot Password option linked here, or on the dRofus website, under Resources, there's an option to reset your password. On this page, choose your region, and then you'll be directed to the interface where you can reset your password. There is no need to submit a support ticket for password management, as that is entirely controlled by you as the user. Here, I'll show you an example of resetting your password, where I'll type in my email, and then you'll receive a verification code. After receiving this code, you can click Continue, and then create your new password. These do have to meet the same password guidelines as when you originally created one.